give you a little background, we were up on the Rubicon Trail area, and I smashed my passenger side front control arm on a rock pretty good, and it's that DOM Metalcloak control arm snapped pretty clean. So I want to show you guys in this video the jury rig that we did to put this thing together on a trail so that we could get down the hill safely. Now we travel roughly, I would say, total of about a mile on the trail, okay, with all these articulations and things going on, plus an additional 15 to 20 miles on the actual road to get down to the highway so that AAA could pick us up. So it's really important that if you guys do break a control arm, it's important to secure that, especially if you're going to be driving it out or be towed out. So I decided to drive it out. Now there's probably a lot of different ways of jury-rigging this and securing your control arm and your axle to minimize the damage, but this is what I did, and it worked out for us. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Now, reason why you want to, well, at least one of the reasons why you want to secure that control arm if you do happen to break it on a trail is you want to minimize your axle. So if this is your front and rear, you want to minimize that axle from swinging out this way or this way, or also your differential will tend to drop when you lose that control arm. It will drop, and your drive shaft will also, droop down. So you want to make sure that control arm is secured upright in its correct position the best you can. Now, you're limited with tools and supplies on a trail, and you never have what you need most of the time when you need it. So you got to go into like a MacGyver mode, and that's exactly what we did. Now, one of the guys on the trail happened to have this rigid tubing, and this is what really saved us. And we'll show you guys this little clip here in a little bit. And two, I want to give a big shout out to Will Richardson down at the Metalcloak HQ. We got to talking on social media, and he said, dude, just come on down, we'll take care of you. And I didn't really know what that really meant. Is he going to warranty this thing? Because these Metalcloak lower control arms are not generally there's no warranty on these things according to the website. So I was kind of skeptical, and I was really hoping that he would just hook me up with some new Metalcloak control arms, and that's exactly what he did. Not only did he hook me up, but he gave me the next generation of the lower control arm. So I'm going to do another video of that new control arm later in a different video, but I just want to give a big shout out and thank you, Will, for hooking the Wagner family up with that control arm. That was so nice of you guys. So let's go ahead and get started and share with you guys our jury rig. And this video, unfortunately, it's not really detailed, but I think you guys will get the gist of what we did. I've actually had to hand the broken control arm over to Metalcloak, to the R&D and those guys, so they can take a look at what failed or what happened, and people like me, what we do to break things so they can improve their product. So I wish I had that with me to share with you guys more in depth about what happened at the actual control arm, but I hope that this little clip coming up will give you a good idea anyways. So let's get started.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Metalcloak, lower control arm. Wow.
All right, so we had to strap this down pretty good. Once we was able to secure our lower control arm, we took some straps so they wouldn't come apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take apart my control arm so you guys can see how we were able to keep it together so we can steer our way off the trail and down to the bottom of the hill and to get, call AAA. All right, so we're gonna first of all start taking off these straps.
Those straps? Why?
Yeah. And believe me, these straps were on tight, but as you can imagine, these aren't the strongest straps, but at least it got us through. I'm gonna have to cut these things with scissors. Yeah, we stopped along the way a few times to just cinch this. Oh, I see the actual. Thank you, Coco.
Here.
Looks like one of the end that goes right here broke off. So much stress. This makes sense. Why it's so loose like this. Give me the wrench. I need this one and 22. I got it right here, babe. That's 21. Yeah. Okay. Is that loud, Coco?
Yeah. Where's my ears?
Where's the nut? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me go get the other side. I think this has got a pretty good bind on here. Let me knock off the other side or down the front. Yeah, can you get that nut for me, babe? Wow. Oh, this guy right there. Okay, and then let me back out this bolt.
What's that, Dad? Dad, what can I help for?
Oh, that's called a nut right here. This is called a nut. And the long one is called a bolt. Okay, let's see here. Oh man, this is... Okay, so looks like I bent my little bracket right there, so I'm gonna have to get a crowbar to pry that apart.
Dad, you were laying down
I'll be right back.
scissors. Dad, is that loud?
Yeah, that's loud. All right. So it looks like...
That's one, Dad.
Oh, this is a little persuasion bar, baby.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm not holding it. Dad, I'm gonna hold this. Dad, I'm holding. Dad, I'm holding the juice.
Thank you.
Much longer.
All right. You got it, baby. I believe in you. Come on. Oh, yeah, that bar is just little kitty wampus.
Dad, you can use my scissors. Dad, you can use my scissors, Dad.
Okay, here we go.
Dad?
All right, hold on.
Only
All
you
right.
can do it?
All right, so this is where it actually snapped off right here. Right now it's all kind of beat up, but it's such a weird bevel on here that it's a clean cut or snap, and it left this little tapered bevel, so it's really strange. Now another thing that's really strange that might be interesting observation is that the actual thread bolt comes right up to where it snapped off right here. Let me take off my gloves. So one of the guys on the trail actually had these rigid tubing in their box of goodies. So so what we did is we stuffed this, I don't know, it's about a 5-inch tubing we stuffed in here. But to do that, we had to actually spin out this piece right here because this is all threaded, right? So we had some vice grips and we twisted this thing out as far as we could, about 2 inches. We stuffed this guy in there, and then we put this in there, and then of course this was straight at the time, and then we strapped it down. We snugged, the axle with the frame in the back just to keep it all tight. Oh.
Why?
Oh, okay. I can put it now. There, that's called a hose clamp.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay.
I'll come right over here, okay?
All right. So, note to self: if you guys are on the trail, oh, ow, you okay?
Yeah.
Bumped her head. Yeah, throw one of these tubes, these rigid tubes, in your guys' box of goodies, maybe 30 inches, and a hacksaw to cut it, because this is what's kind of saved us, so we can get off the trail safely without, causing more damage. So really, that's all I want to share with you guys. I'm not going to do a video on how to install these things. There are just too many videos out there already on installing these lower control arms. So just want to say thanks for watching. I hope this information was somewhat helpful for you guys. So until next time, we'll see you in the next video or on the trail.